They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Express Yourself with Sbpres. I am your host, as always, Sbpres, reporting live from Mastermind Media. And again, thank you for always tuning in. Without you, this is not possible at all. I don't do this for me at all. I do it for all of you. And again, everything's about evolution. So my brand new segment, Expression of the Week. The expression that I want to use this week is integrity. I feel like integrity is a big point of character. It goes into a lot of facets of who we are and what we want to be perceived as, which starts with us making sure that we stay true to what we say we're gonna do, showing up, being consistent, and just also stepping up for others. It takes a lot of integrity to step up for other people, which is another reason why it brings me into my awesome guest, my boy. Like, we ain't even got to go all through that and stuff like that. You already know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and welcome in Mr. Coach Antoine Bray. Yes.
How you doing, everybody?
Man, again, you already know what time it is. You already know. So we have personal things outside of this podcast that we also come into a good agreement on. He's the coach, and I'm a proud sponsor of the proud team, Active 7, which you guys see a lot of the dope jerseys and stuff of. Before we tackle all this amazement, let's go ahead and let the viewers and listeners know where you're originally from.
First and foremost, appreciate you, my bro.
Thank you.
I like to start off saying I'm from Watts, California.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my family lived there. My dad and my mom kind of tackled back and forth to Watts and San Bernardino, so that was my upbringing for the most part. And I'm back in the city. So
it is funny because a lot of the guests that I've recently been having like their move from the hood out to the IE, and then it's just a bounce back and forth and stuff. But
yeah, that was the younger years. After high school, I kind of, that was just went back down to LA, back to Watts, and
back to the stumping yards.
Yeah.
The original roots. Original roots. So let's just go ahead and tackle the upbringing, family upbringing. How's the household that you came up in?
It was solid.
Siblings and everything.
Yeah, we had a lot. We all lived together.
Unity.
Yeah. Pops took care of all of his kids, even though he had kids with different females. He definitely was the main focal point of all of our lives. So,
I mean, even though Pops was a Rolling Stone, he definitely was still, the king of the throne by making sure he took care of his, his young adolescents, his young kids.
For sure, and that held a lot with me because that's what I take after for my kids. I make sure that. I'm there for them. They got everything they need, and and they happy. So
yeah, you let them know. They acting up. Uncle P got some knuckle sandwiches. Some knuckle sandwiches. But so beautiful. Let's start off with your personal introduction into sports. When did that start for you, and what sports were you introduced to first?
My dad is a baseball head, so growing up watching him, going to his games, seeing him play that sport. Obviously, you fall into what your parents do or your dad do, and I like the baseball, but it was just something about basketball and football that kind of really
drew more of your interest.
They really got me and my brother, our where we wanted to do later down the line, but once we got a chance to, he put us in t-ball.
Oh, okay.
One week in the t-ball, football started. And he had asked us what we wanted to do, and we chose football.
You guys kicked those tees over and just went ahead and put the helmets and the pads on?
Was done with it. So we start doing football at the age of 7, and my first year I quit.
Oh wow. Dang.
Mama was out there hollering. She was, my baby.
Talk about the foundation of your coaching, but as a player, you quit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was a hard, like, it was really real hard knots. Hard knots, like football when it came down to being in LA and you know, playing ball with some of the elite players. So you know, we got a test of you know, of going through those motions of Hell Week, doing all the hitting, and that wasn't
everything that comes with the sport.
Think about a 7-year-old going out there putting on pads and really getting down to the nitty gritty. It wasn't no little park and rec stuff. It was some real deal. Coaches was on it, so I started off with that.
So when did you transition over into basketball?
Probably like after the season was done.
Okay.
Right after each and every.
So year round, you were getting in. You were just being active and stuff, which hence is the name.
Football, football. So since I was 7 years old, we kicked T-ball aside, and it was just basketball and football. After I quit that first year, to go back to it because I don't want to just leave off like I just quit like that. But we came back the next year with a vengeance, and I pretty much, at that point in time, I really took football serious and really want to show that I can do it. And being small, man, I'm you know how it is.
Yes. So, I definitely do. My last name, unfortunately, is short, so that was one of those things that I was.
You got a bad over there.
Oh, too much. The Nair song, the Who Wear Short song, that killed me.
They had all type of names for you.
Oh, completely. Still do, but you know, one of the names is a winner. But
I came back with something to prove, and you know, that's why I started hurting people. That's when I started to had a
more aggression.
I really had aggression at that point in time because I felt like that really wasn't me. That was just something my mom wanted. And, you know, I was, you know, getting touched up. But
you wanted to exude some of your passion.
Right. So doing that, getting my first taste of, like, getting the best of someone else, pause.
Yeah, big pause on that. Don't mind us, but yeah.
I really wanted to have that feeling again. So each and every single year, I wanted to
improve, get
better, and have that same fire that I had each and every single year.
So in these terms of becoming your own in the sports that you're playing, how prominent was your father in these roles? And
this fool was the coach.
Okay. So I see it's in the DNA.
Yeah, you know what's funny? He was only good at baseball.
Oh wow.
You know,
he coached everything else, but he was only good at baseball.
He played a little basketball. He played a little bit of football. But his main sport was boxing.
Yeah.
And his other main sport was baseball. But somehow me and my brother tied into sticking up basketball and football. So so from 7 years old to high school, actually to college, that was it.
Now, we also talked a little bit, you know, behind the scenes about your true introduction to coaching. And this is something that I didn't know, but your real introduction to coaching happened when you were still a player. You were still learning the sport in high school. Talk about how you were still, you know, coaching individuals around you as you were learning the sport yourself.
I mean, just having a passion for it, and you know, seeing kids around. You know, I was never that type just to be like, watch out, little kid. You know, I was. You know, let the little kid.
Well, you can't look up and tell somebody to watch out, little.
No, you know, because
you know I'm short.
You get on a hoop or something, and a kid want to come shoot around. You know, I've never been the type of person that'd be like, you know what I mean, let's just kick them off the court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, is I never wanted to. What was your question again?
When you came into your first introduction of coaching, so to speak,
right?
as you were still learning the sport, which was in high school, because we were talking about it earlier. How did that actually really mold you into the coach that you are today?
Well, it molded me just because I felt that all the people I came across that wanted to learn basketball or wanted to hoop, I felt like I was, somewhat good because I played every single year. So
and you're the coach's son, so
right,
you know the fundamentals,
right. So
even if you ain't using them,
going around like we grew up in an era where it was and one.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. We grew up where it was watching VHS tape of an and one
or going to Venice Beach,
right. So I didn't have no personal trainer. We didn't grow up with those type of things. So to be able to give something back to the other kids that don't know as much, that was something that kind of started my mindset of wanting to teach or wanting to coach. And then like during my senior year, you normally have senior projects,
right?
And my senior project was to be a physical education teacher. So I went to a elementary school in Lancaster and did some work there, a couple hours. I think you had to do a certain amount of hours.
Of course.
And I loved it. I loved every part about, showing them the benefits of getting outside, exercising, learning something new, and having fun while doing it.
Right.
I mean, that's the main thing. And I felt like I could be one of those persons to do that because I looked at it, some people didn't really like their jobs. You know what I'm saying? They some people sit back and don't do nothing. You had those PE teachers that just let everybody
run
walk
around.
Yeah, like just do what you want to do. But I really want to inspire the kids to learn basketball and to do basketball when I was younger. So
and enjoy it and really have a passion for it, not just enjoy the winning that comes with it.
Because they didn't, like I said, they didn't see all the and one. It was inspiring.
They don't know nothing about no hot sauce.
Right. They don't know about no professor.
No air up there.
Right.
No Escalade.
Right.
Rest in peace. There's a plethora of the only one that they would know if they have some sort of knowledge or YouTube, Skip to my Lou, Ray Froston, because he played in the league. But other than that, there was no other person from N1 that transitioned over in the pros to kind of give them a reference.
It's a couple of, even right now, like.
But but Professor's doing his thing. His YouTube is going crazy.
Even the ones that are not, like, I got a couple more on Instagram. They repost a couple clips, when I do some reels and stuff. And it's all love. Some of them are not doing it, but we know the backstory of how all that went down. So that's a whole nother topic.
Yep.
But it's like it was very inspiring back then for us. So I know that the kids during that time when I was in high school, it wasn't. It was, I think, what area was that? 2000.
We're talking a little bit earlier than that, actually. Earlier than that, And1's takeoff.
No, not And1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By the time we was ending high school, right?
Oh, well, we were ending high school, yeah.
Right, like
06, 07, 08.
Who was winning those years?
That's like Spurs time.
Spurs time. So
yeah.
Really, that was like the boring time for me. I mean, the Spurs.
Like, there was the Lakers getting bounced out a little bit. Then you get into 2009, 2010, the back-to-back season for the Lakers and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just what it is.
That is what it is. Now, let's transition and pivot into you and your first stint of coaching. How did you come into assembling your team? And what was the first year like of coaching? Because I know it's the difference maker. It's the let me see if I got enough hair to pull out and keep going on with this, because it's going to be differences in the kids and how they embrace knowledge or attention spans when you're on the court and stuff like that. Getting them all to just stand still and not chitter chat and do all the background stuff. How was your first year, Coach?
My first year of coaching, I was accustomed to it. I seen what you said in the beginning of pulling out. I ain't got no hair. So that's why I wear hats.
I wasn't. No. No.
Nah, it was legit. It wasn't nothing that I couldn't that I felt like I didn't have control of. Like everything that I did my first year, I felt like I was good at. I was good at command and control from the kids. I feel like all the kids grasped to me, like to just wanting to pay attention and not be in la la land. Because some kids, it depends on what age you coaching, is, you know, it could be tough. But that's pretty much the beginnings of I don't know,
the introduction of your first year of coaching,
right? Like,
because I'm sure the parents, the things you can't control, because they're in the stands yelling and screaming and saying, "You gonna call this? You gonna call?" How difficult?
Are you talking about the games and stuff?
We're wrapping it all into one for just the first year.
My first year of coaching within my team, or just coaching, period?
Your first, let's say, coaching your team.
Coaching my team, because I thought you were talking about like just coaching, period. Like coaching, actual coaching. That was like, it was cool. It was just kind of learning the baby steps of taking control of the kids and being like feeling in control. Once I felt comfortable after that first year of coaching, I went down the lines, because I was coaching with an ex-NBA player for a few years.
Right.
Learned the game. After COVID hit, I took time to myself to revamp everything, create something new, and that's where I came up with all this stuff.
A lot of evolution up in here, man.
Yeah, so this is all designed by me, every single one. I took my time to, you know,
be unique for sure.
Yeah, little creative, unique, and try to add a little something that either meant something to me or just something I like.
And it's a flair. It stands out, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, how much more do you much more do you want of having a jersey that allows you to stand out while you're winning? Yeah,
when you look good, you feel good, you play good.
And when you play good, they pay good.
Man, you better know it.
yes. Prime time.
The first year of coaching with my team was amazing. Come to find out, a lot of my players from a small town of Pasadena, we gathered a good small group of kids that was dedicated to coach. I mean, they was dedicated to
be
me.
coach.
No. They're dedicated to me.
Okay.
They were dedicated to me, and I was dedicated to them as well. We talked about this off
because
off air.
we're gonna get into the true dedication, because I don't think a lot of people understand what a real coach does behind the scenes.
Right. I started off with 4 players. 4 turned into 7. 7 turned into 10. 10 turned into 15. Start to be able to grow. My business grew year by year, and that's all I can ask for. And you know, I'm proud. You know, I'm
very proud too.
When I look in my closet and see the jerseys hanging, I'm just like, all right.
I'm proud, and I'm a proud sponsor.
I did something that I took in my brain to want to just. I was late at night just I was doing a lot of odd end jobs, right? And I decided I want to do something I really want to do. Like that's what clicked to actually coaching. Like I want to do something I want to do. So I went online and searched and found a coaching job, and that's how I started coaching within that. But once I learned the business, you can't teach me nothing.
No.
I'm gonna take it to the next level.
Fully extend, evolve, and and show other people that you can really turn a manifestation into real product.
Right, and that's very important, because we live in a world where we're going in a circle, bro. And I mean, if you don't think different, if you don't think outside the box, you're gonna continue to go
in that circle.
So, I definitely encourage all the kids to think bigger. I know I work with the Clippers, and we doing a lot of the grow her game, and like that's big right now, especially within
how prominent the WNBA is becoming and stuff, and just getting the young ladies and the youth more into the sport, and
it's not just into the sport, but just like
loving
putting it out there more.
And,
now.
Yeah,
like, come on, like think about it. All that stuff is underrated. They put what they want to put. They push in front of our faces what they want to push. Because they know, or they feel like that's what we want. But whatever is hot
If it's projected enough, people will follow.
They'll take on. So,
so yeah, project this podcast a lot, so everybody can take on the amazement that I'm working on.
Real talk. But yeah, everything was amazing, man. Nothing less than going out there and dropping 50 on other teams, doing between the legs layups. Got to a point to where we wanted a bigger challenge, and after a few years, you know, we start to really see other teams going out doing national tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I connected with my guy from Vegas. Shout out to Sin City Sauce Boys.
Mm-hmm.
They're always out there they have an amazing program that we merge with to be able to send those kids to do bigger and better things. So that's how, you know, my program was based off those 4 kids that expanded into doing bigger and better things. You're not going to keep a kid for 20 plus years. It's very hard to do that within these years, especially with how things go.
People move all the time.
You go to a tournament, right? Your kid nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gonna see him.
Another scout's gonna want to recruit him.
You should come over here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they do in the game. Like, you know, they
little perks.
Yeah, they do little stuff to try to get kids to come. And if the parents, they swindled the parents good enough, they go and do some games with them, and you see a kid playing for 4 or 5 teams or playing for 2 different teams in one tournament. Like, you burning these kids out, and it's tough. So I had to, after a few couple years, it became a lot to where I just wanted to take
a hiatus from
it and chill out for a little bit and go back to the basics. And that's where I started this. Where I started coaching my daughter. So that was
he's a girl dad for sure.
I definitely wanted to create something for my daughter to start playing ball, and I had a couple pieces to where we created a team and be able to do the Parks and Recs in Pasadena.
Okay.
So that was a cool point in my life where I was like, okay, cool, this is the next thing. I can focus on my kids and focus on building her up to loving the game. So after doing that, I kind of ventured off and started doing, we always doing other events. This jersey is from an event that we was doing one year. And then this is another jersey from a high school player. So each jersey represents something different that holds a piece to me that I'm just proud of. So,
and you're coaching from different ranges. You
right.
have, youth, you have junior high school kids, and some getting prepped for college.
Right, like it's all ages, all levels. I even coach, adults. It's pretty much what you really want, what you're looking for. Everybody's looking for a specific thing, and I'm just so happen to be what people are looking for.
I heard that.
So I feel good about what I'm doing. What I'm doing may not be on a bigger level than some other people, but I'm only in competition with myself.
That's right. That's right.
So as long as I'm getting better.
The only competition is the man in the mirror. Seriously.
I don't try to look at other people's lives and see that's what I want. So I just try to focus on myself and focus on doing better, and each and every single day try to take after P.
Hey, you know what? That hits hard. And now I'm about to hit you even harder too. Let's go ahead and get ready for my amazing segment called Blast from the Past. You already know what time it is. I don't even have to warm you up for this, bro.
Yeah.
Pause. Let's give it to him.
All right.
Pause.
So we got 5 images for you. Here we go on the first one. 3, 2, 1.
So I wanted to take the time because, again, people get, flowers die, so I don't do that. I give people their golden nuggets. And you are a very, very, very proud parent. I know this personally because, again, how we even came into knowing each other was you pulled up. Next thing you know, we ended up working together.
Right.
And, and I got to see When you got off of work, you were straight to them. And when you're coming into work, you were just dropping them off. So it was just, you came and handled business with me to get back to the pleasure of being a proud parent. And I just definitely wanted to highlight that, bro.
Appreciate you, man. I don't know what to say, man. It's my kids. I do everything for them, man. Raised them since day one. And yeah, all I gotta say, I can't wait for this weekend, man. I'm just have some fun with my kids.
That's right. And you know, the oldest one, she is a hooper as well. I just overheard about her, you know, challenging somebody. Like, you want to get some shots in? Nah, I want to play him one-on-one. Yeah, notice she said she want to play him one-on-one. Straight up girl dad. And now the middle one is following behind her. Now the little one, I'm gonna give him some knuckle sandwiches and stuff. But I see that he's getting ready because he's out there trying to structure defense, picking up basketballs and stuff.
This they mini hoop at home. This they mini hoop at home. Like I said, my daughter started at 7. She went to like a Paul George camp, got the ball signed. We keep this stuff at home, just like any other parent. You can go play ball at home. People say you don't. You know, back in the day, our parents like, I don't dribble no ball in our house.
Heck no.
We almost got a full court in our home.
My sister knows this. I had the little, the 99-cent store, little plastic hoops with the little foam balls or basketballs and stuff. And even with those, it was a problem playing with them in the house.
Yeah. So I just let my kids go run wild until my mom cuts them out.
Let her deal with them.
Yeah, when she over there, she just like, yeah. When she trying to get her to sleep, like, she's sitting over there watching them sometime, like she ain't going for it. So you know, it's definitely it's definitely fun to have my mom around while I during this time while I have my kids. You know, my mom was definitely shout out to my mom.
Shout out to my dad for
too.
Sure. Shout out.
My dad's birthday was the other day, so yeah, I was just talking to him. But my mom, we're real close and tight, and she definitely love what I'm doing.
Absolutely,
I appreciate it. But I love that she loved my kids to the max. Like, she really showed the love. When I was a kid, you know, we didn't get that.
You know, it's so funny how our parents spoil the next generation way more.
Man.
And I don't have a next generation yet, but I got a niece. And I get to see and I'm actually, I cannot be a hypocrite because I go into spoiling her my damn self.
Yeah, you do.
You know, but she's the only one, so she getting lucky right now. But she don't be hitting me up, so that's why she haven't been popping out every week with some new shoes. Yeah, I said every week. But yeah, you know, if you don't call Uncle P, then that's just what it's gonna be. What else we got?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom. So yes, I wanted to transition and also show your oldest, you know, repping. But yeah, transition you from, you know, taking time away from being a parent to actually being a parent / coach for the kids, because it's not even just the on the court aspect that you take on. That's another thing that I definitely want to say and give more of a highlight to the behind the scenes thing that you do with the individuals. You're not just guiding them on the court, you're guiding them in life as, you know, great individuals, you know. So elaborate on this and these awesome kids.
Well, this is the first year that my daughter started basketball with a couple kids that I was privately training. Zion and Bo and a couple other kids, but those two main kids was the ones that
your bread and butter.
Yeah, that was my bread and butter. Where they was the one to be able to take us on another level against some older kids. So I got a chance to put them in a higher level to compete and be able to also throw my daughter in for her to kind of like just, you know, see what it's like. Yeah, compete. Yeah, that didn't really go somewhere. She was just traveling up and down. It was just kind of fun watching. But at the end of the day, with Parks and Rec, they didn't really.
You know the funny thing about what we were talking about today, because you were like, she was just traveling. That was them. What we were talking about today, now she's calling out people's travels, double dribbles and all that stuff.
Yeah, she don't play. She like, yeah,
fundamentally sound.
They don't know how to play. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah, Dad, they're not good.
Yeah, this was a cool time for me to take a step back and and just kind of have fun. I was able to bring my kids to every game, my other 2 kids, and introduce them to what daddy do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know. My daughter been there. I raised my daughter. I used to take my daughter to work with me. I used to I used to literally have her.
You would have her, and then she'll have the basketball.
I literally prop a basketball up on a bottle or something else to put it on there to where she can drink her bottle. When she was super small, and I used to be work, some people used to help me. Like it used to be
not even you still
I have
full
my kids
time
full-time.
dad.
But it was a good turning point to see her enjoy that year. But yeah, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I like those jerseys. Those are probably the best jerseys I created so far.
Mm-hmm.
I like those.
I'm gonna get her jersey and get her name on the back and be a proud sponsor.
Speaking of that, yeah, you can get any one of these jerseys customized. Just contact me.
Mm-hmm.
Team #7 active on Instagram. Yeah, we can take care of that and get y'all right.
Mm-hmm. Get your team right. Get them looking nice.
Also, speaking of that, just a quick thing. I heard you got some express yourself gear or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is almost over. I will be launching some Express Yourself with Sbpres gear in the very, very near future. So yes, I'll be giving some stuff away, but yeah, there will be some stuff to be sold as well.
I love the shoe plug stuff. I actually got on my socks.
You got your shoe plug socks.
I got the socks on.
Repping.
I got the socks
repping,
on.
repping.
Pugging and thugging, right?
Pugging and thugging as always.
But like, I love it. But it's always great to do your own thing and to see how that goes.
Oh, completely.
So, I'm excited for that next thing. For
building the brand of Sbpres.
I remember when you was doing the logo.
Yeah, you were literally there when we recorded the first episode, and it was just on my laptop at the time. I didn't have no mics. I didn't have the interface. I didn't have the speakers or anything like that.
I was also here for the first recording when you did the.
Mm-hmm. You were here for the first episode of this platform as well. Like you've been A1 since day one. I'm gonna hold the teardroppers for later.
Right,
like
yeah.
I definitely got one.
Let's get on.
Cause man, this dude's been with me through a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And this goes deeper than just basketball and stuff. It's real life stuff.
Pause.
Next one. Next one.
On that note, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Now, I was actually able to be at a couple of these events, and it really touched me to know that you go above and beyond to give, not just the kids, but the family of the kids an experience of a lifetime by doing the meet and greet with the players, by doing the walkout and the flag ceremony and the national anthem. But then also after the game's over, they get to go down to the main court and stuff for a moment. We even done events where they're playing during halftime and stuff like that. And I just want to champion you for that, because a lot of people don't realize those moments in life can change one of these kids' perspectives on wanting to be pro or wanting to just be great.
No, for sure. Talk about these kids, even my high school kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
One of my high school kids, Ja, it was one time he would just kind of soak it in. Like I took him to one of the games when I first started doing the events, and he was just like, "Damn, coach, I appreciate you, bro. Nobody ever done nothing like that." I'm just like,
I appreciate you, but watch your mouth.
No, but he was just he was like really, when a kid expressing him, like he really was like, man,
like it really touched him.
Yeah,
and that's
like,
what it's all about.
Right. So like, and then for this to happen, for us to go on the court and be and do a buddy anthem, because we got a lot of different events we do or they hold with the Clippers. So we was able to go on the court and stand next to some great all-star and superstar players, and the kids were just excited, man. I mean, that was one of our most recent events.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. We had a huge turnout. It just gets bigger and bigger, and that's just pretty much all I've been focusing on is leveling up and doing more and more and more. But that definitely holds, like being at the arena, being in front of everyone. We done the flag experience. We done a lot of different ones, but every single time it's like man, this is what it's like to stand in front of thousands of people
Mm-hmm.
and be able to be watched.
I've been able to see this on TV.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been able to be there at all the events. I've been there in spirit. But
it's really dope.
It's
Like,
really,
a good
really
feeling.
cool.
It's
like,
a good feeling. It's a good feeling just stepping on the court.
Yeah.
Stepping on the floor.
Or even if you don't and you get to see through the kids, like how electric they feel from it. And just look in their eyes, man. Like, we had a situation the last time I came out and we were told a certain amount of kids and then they just went back and forth. And for me, it was just like, cool, I get it. I'm a coach and I'm a part of this. Or I'm a sponsor. I'm a part of this. But I don't want to be a part of something and not give these kids the experience that could change them.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate situation on that one. I'm not going to even call out people.
We just
it's not even necessary. But we still got a chance to do something that a lot of people don't get a chance to do. And
Right.
that's the most important thing. Like, you know, being able to work for the Clippers, to be able to be. I know they standing next to the Dallas. I know some people probably like
what?
this-
Yeah. But this was a Dallas Clipper game. So
right. So
half was on
Clipper
one
game.
side, the other half of the kids were on the other.
Correct. So it was a really cool picture that one of my coaches that worked within the facility sent to me. So no, it's just a really cool, like I said, a really cool experience just to kind of like work for them, have my hand in a cookie jar, one foot in the door, so to say, you know what I'm saying, to be able to give those experiences to those kids.
Give back to the community for sure.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All right, we got a couple more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom. So this was just hosted over the weekend. Yeah, your boy missed his invite, by the way, too, you know. But it's all good, you know. Didn't feel like hurting anybody's ankles.
Been invited to these games. This is something I work with the Peace Players with. We also, you know, are partnered with the Girls Play LA and the Clippers. So we hold events for the girls, and they do games, and it's competitive.
As it should be.
It's competitive. No, you would think that, you know, it's competitive. They're out there, they're falling, they're hustling.
Wasn't the game won by a game-winning free throw?
No, that was
a different
clip.
game.
That was a different.
Okay,
clip.
because I've been watching. I've been watching.
No, that was they was playing like a little 3-on-3, and I have my own team, and I'm passionate, so you know I'm out there for mines, and
Still getting them W's.
I tell my team, hey, we out for wins. We out here to play games.
Right.
They want to play games. We out here to win. Some people out here to run up and down the court and get tired.
That's cardio. You do that on the weekends.
But no, this is it was dope to be out in Venice Beach. Landmark for
LA
basketball.
hoops.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for them to be able to see that, and all these girls are from Watts, Compton area. Like we've with the Peace Players, we was able to have programming within the schools. So we work within the schools, and with Girls Play LA, we work within the parks.
Okay.
So we trying to tie everything in within the city to be able to give them different experiences that take them to games. We just took them to the WNBA draft. So
Big time.
right,
Big
like it's a
time,
lot of
man.
stuff. We got a lot of sponsors that give us opportunities to give these girls something to really look forward to. Like, you know, we talk about everybody, but right now it's all about the women right now and the girls. So we want to up them as much as we can, and
It's
keep
exciting.
applauding
Why
them and
not?
keep supporting? So
You know, there's a lot of great pioneers and stuff. Like, people forget, like, the pioneers for the WNBA, Cheryl Swoops, you know.
Yeah.
Those people that paved the way. You can say Lisa Leslie and everything, you know, first woman to dunk in the game. You know, those things still, those are happened when I was a kid. And if it mattered then, it still matters now. So
Right.
it's good that they get to be a part of carving their own history.
right. I mean, it's really amazing. Like, just being out there, it's a bunch of high fives, smiles. They got a chance to go down to the beach. When we did a highlight this weekend, that's what they touched the most. It was like, we went and touched the water. And it's like, you know, coming from where we come from, sometimes we don't. We go to the beach.
But it's a difference.
Some people be living at the beach or live next to the beach. We may go every once in a while when our parents finally
Finally get, you know, tired of us saying,
go to
"Let's
the beach."
You know, they only took us out of annoyance. They was aggravated. it wasn't a passion or a pleasure.
But yeah, nah.
It was all pain.
Nah, but they not to say they don't get out, like I said, bro. They to be out there with us is a difference. To be out there with the whole program and to be out there with people that's supporting them, that's giving them a platform to be viewed and to know that they're like everybody loves you.
Mm-hmm. You're
like,
appreciated.
You're appreciated. Like so that was big.
Again, there's two things that I want to tell any and everybody: you matter and you are enough.
Mm-hmm. I seen a sweater or something like that. Like it's good.
It's going. Positive energy is going around.
Yeah, it got to be positive energy.
What else we got, you guys?
All right, here's the last one.
Perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. What does this mean to you?
This was probably my first. It's not even everybody on the squad. That was a little portion of it, but this was the Staples Center. This was back when it was called the Staples Center.
Should still be.
No, it's just called the house that Kobe built. Let's just keep it at that.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah. But keep going.
Yeah. It was just cool to be the guy that been able to give them that first experience. Obviously after that we did multiple events, but I did that with my boy Danny too. Shout out to my boy Danny and Precision Basketball out there in Pasadena, doing it big. We did that game, and it was fun, man, to go against one of my homies that we started off with
together.
Doing the coaching with the ex-NBA players. So like it was cool for us to like have our own teams and have our own thing and be able to take them boys and have fun, man. That was the most important. Like that's all the kids were excited. If I were to show you some of the other pictures, you could just see the smiles on their faces. It was just big. So, but that was the first one, man. All of my kids on the right is from my Bel Air, mostly from my Bel Air players that I coach out there, and then on the left is a lot of my kids from Pasadena. So I get kids from all over, LA County, wherever you at.
He putting the miles in.
Yeah, 100 miles and running.
Seriously. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, like, you know what I mean? Like the dedication, right? Like I come from Long Beach, so I go anywhere. Anybody need training, I'm in any city. I've been doing this for 10 years?
And counting.
Probably over 10 years. If you want to take it back
we'll figure out the numbers. Yeah, we'll figure out the numbers. But
long time.
That's why I definitely wanted you to speak on that specifically when it originally started. It didn't start after. You were already doing your coaching while you still were being coached and while you were still learning yourself.
All right.
So
was that it?
That's all? All right.
That's it.
Cool. So I definitely want to pivot a little bit because, bro, like, you've been A1 since day one. You already know, like, for a lot of you guys who may not know, but there's been a lot of, stories about my health and all these other things going around. But I can say not just even with this podcast, he's been there since day one. He's been there from, he was there when I pretty much was looking like a rigor mortis, opening my window, and he just popped up. No phone call nor nothing. Just like, when I got out and Mark, just called me. He was the first person. Like, these are moments in life that I really cherish, and it means a lot to me. When I was, I have to say it, but when I was on my deathbed, he was there, willingly. And it meant the most to me. So, like, I want to take this shoe pug inspirational moment because you've been an inspiration for me, bro. And you got all these jerseys up here. And you already said, the house that Kobe built. You know how much Kobe means to me. So, dude, I want to gift you with a really prized possession from me to you. It's my Kobe high school jersey, bro.
Oh yeah.
Seriously. It's everything. Like, and
you know what's funny? I had one of these.
You've been like there for everything.
Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, but I had one of these, right?
Yeah.
I had one of these. This is dope, bro.
Yeah. And, burgundy is my thing, so it was really hard for me to, let this one go. But it means that much to me, dude. And like I said, you've been A1 since day one, so it's only right. It's only right.
For sure. Appreciate you, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Kobe was a player that I had to really grow to really love.
Because everybody probably at that time was talking about him
I was
as a
an
hot
AI
dogger.
fan. No, I was
Oh,
an
okay.
AI fan. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
thing.
Well, you did have braids too, so
Yeah,
that did go into it.
like I was a little AI.
Yeah,
walked
I
to
had
the
my
store,
AI
You feel me? I walked to
and
the
one
store.
mixtape-ish too.
Everybody, you know, little AI this.
I was
little
gonna wear the AI
that.
jersey for today, the one that you gave me.
Yeah, I remember you said it.
Yep.
I was gonna do that. Like I was as a kid, I felt like I was him. So
The underdog.
the underdog, the little guy, the guy with passion.
Right.
I felt like I was that guy. So I didn't really see similarities within Kobe. And then Kobe was sitting over there just crushing.
The only similarity I had to Kobe was a fro. That's it.
Everybody did. Everybody
That's
was
it.
trying to have a little fro.
That's it.
I wanted the braids, bro. I want
You know,
I want the sleeve.
I
want
didn't
the
look good with braids. I didn't look good
I didn't really
braids
get
with
into
it
the
at
tat
all.
thing, but
Oh yeah, tattoos or something.
but after a while, when you know basketball, bro, you respect. We played basketball not too long ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them highlights. I'm gonna need them highlights. You know,
you gotta check out wait for the highlights.
wait for the highlights.
But when I know that he wasn't gonna beat no Kobe, I was like, yeah, this dude is something different. And you know, as time went on, and he just elevated. You know, rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi, because our birthday was just the other day too.
Yes,
so.
rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Like it really meant a lot for him to elevate his game and to be able to come something 10 times bigger. So you know, this means a lot. This is probably gonna be hanging up. You already know. Probably gotta put it in a case or something, bro.
Yeah, like I've been hesitant on wearing it, even though it's my color. I've been overly hesitant on wearing it, and in all four corners of my room is Kobe. I got magazines, I got posters, I have a clock of his the year where he scored 81 points, and it has all the stats on that. But
magazines,
dude, the most important stat for me was life, and you know, you already know my trials and tribulations that I came through. So like again, like I am honored and happy to be able to give you this in the bare minimum for what you meant to me, dude. Seriously.
I appreciate you, bro. This is definitely something big, because you know this stuff is it's worth millions. You know, some people they get online and sell on eBay. Like, all right, Pete, we'll do something with this. But this is something that got to go up and be hung up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the gift.
Before we hang this episode up, if you could kindly give the moment that inspired you to continue you on this path of what you're doing today.
My nephew, that was an easy question. My nephew, rest in peace, Reginald Damone Moore. I was trying to do that with him when he was young. So that kind of like, you know, once he passed away at 10, that put a hole in my heart. And at that point in time, I didn't know what to do, and sports was only my outlet. So, like I said, he was the only one that kept me motivated to kind of like be something bigger, right? Like be something
to keep your integrity,
to keep that integrity, right? So after he passed away, it just made me want to just be with kids, coach kids, and be around them. So, you know, keep that spirit alive. So, I mean, that's pretty much why you know, besides just kind of like being in basketball, like, you know what I mean? Like just being around kids, like that was.
Yeah, kids. And just remember, I'm Sbpres, the one that makes sure y'all get on them Gatorades and stuff, and, you know, keep y'all hydrated. You know, that's me. But let them know your Instagram handles and how to find you. And if there are some inspiring kids that need some true coaching, not just on the courts, but coaching in the game of life, please let them know so they can find you, bro.
The easiest way to find me is Coach Bray08@gmail.com. Like to keep it professional on numbers and calling my phone. Not right now. You can go on the website. You can go on Instagram, Team 7 Active, Team the number 7 Active. You can find me on there. It's private. Gotta click you in, but good.
Yeah. But you'll know when you see it. Yeah. You'll know when you see it. And y'all should already know who it is when y'all see it. It's your boy Sbpres. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Like that, we're gone.
First, let me demonstrate.